For years, you've been sold a lie. A lie that says a woman's love is a reward for service. That if you just work hard enough, sacrifice enough, be nice enough, and give enough, you will be chosen. You will be loved. You will be enough. So, you poured everything out. Your time, your resources, your emotional energy. You anticipated needs. You smoothed over conflicts. You prioritized her happiness, often above your own peace. You were loyal, supportive, and painfully consistent. And then she left. Or her eyes wandered. Or the respect faded, replaced by a quiet indifference that hurts more than anger. Now you're in the ruins, sifting through the wreckage of your effort, asking the shattered question, after all I did, why wasn't I enough? You are asking the wrong question. The problem was never the volume of your action. The problem was the source of it. Today, we dismantle the myth. We go beyond the surface-level dating advice and reach for the philosophical bedrock that has guided men for millennia, Stoicism. Here is the unvarnished truth. Women are not loyal to what you do for them. They are ultimately loyal to what they feel in the presence of who you are. This is not about manipulation. This is about foundation. It is a blueprint for building a self that is impervious to the need for validation and, in doing so, becomes genuinely and powerfully attractive. We live in an economy of applause. We are taught to seek our worth in external metrics, our salary, our title, the car we drive, the approval of others, the love of a partner. We become external validation machines. And when we do this, we hand over the keys to our self-worth. We make it conditional. We make ourselves negotiable. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, writing to himself in his Meditations, provided the antidote. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. And elsewhere, it is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. What does it mean to begin to live as a man? It means to live from an internal center. Stoicism teaches that our virtue, our character, our integrity, our courage, our discipline is the only true good. It cannot be taken from you. It is not subject to another person's mood, whim, or decision. Your value is not created by her acknowledgement of it. Your value is affirmed by your own unwavering knowledge of it. When you operate from a deficit, seeking her love to fill a void in yourself, she doesn't feel cherished. She feels burdened. She feels the weight of your unmet needs. Your love feels like a demand, not a gift. You are not a rock. You are a hole, asking to be filled. The first and greatest shift is this. You must transfer the seed of your validation from outside to inside. This is not arrogance. It is sovereignty. Loyalty is not passive compliance. It is active, willing allegiance. It is granted, not extracted. Here are the 4 pillars upon which this kind of loyalty is built. Pillar 1. She is loyal to the feeling you inspire, not your gifts. Think of the deepest, most magnetic memories of connection. They are rarely about a specific gift. They are about a feeling of total safety where she could be vulnerable, of thrilling aliveness where she felt playful and free, of profound peace where the chaos of the world faded away. Your primary offering is not your service, but your state of being. Are you a source of chaos or calm, of neediness or stability, of insecurity or grounded confidence. The deep work cultivate emotional gravity. Gravity does not strain. It does not chase. It is a constant, calm, centering force that draws things to it by its very nature. Become a man whose internal state is not tossed by every external wave. When you are unshaken, she feels permission to relax, to soften, to be feminine. She feels your presence as a sanctuary, not a project. Pillar 2. She is loyal to a man with a sovereign purpose. Nothing kills attraction faster than a man who makes a woman his purpose. It is a catastrophic reversal of the natural dynamic. You abdicate your throne and ask her to sit on it, and then wonder why the sight of you kneeling before her becomes tiresome. A woman does not want to be your goal. She wants to be welcomed into the orbit of a goal greater than herself. She wants to witness your dedication to your craft, your mission, your growth. She wants to see you striving, building, and conquering challenges for your own sake. This energy is irresistible. It speaks of a life force, of a future being created. The deep work. Define your mission. It doesn't have to be change the world. It must be meaningful to you. It could be building a business, mastering a skill, achieving physical excellence, creating art, deepening your wisdom. Live it relentlessly. Your mission is your primary relationship. She becomes a celebrated partner within it, not the replacement for it. Her loyalty is to the captain of the ship, not to a passenger who asked her to steer. Pillar 3. She is loyal to clear, enforced boundaries, not to comfort. The nice guy believes love is won by removing friction. He agrees, he accommodates. He tolerates disrespect. He swallows his truth, all in the name of keeping her. But each time he bends a boundary, he erodes her respect. Respect is the non-negotiable soil in which the flower of attraction grows. A boundary is not an ultimatum you give her. It is a standard you hold for yourself about what you will and will not accept in your life. It is the line that defines your self-respect. The deep work. Your no must become as clean and respected as your yes. Enforcing a boundary is not an act of anger. It is an act of integrity. It communicates, I value my peace and self-respect too much to allow this. This is profoundly attractive. It shows you cannot be bribed by affection or manipulated by emotion. You are governed by principle. Her loyalty is to the man who cannot be moved by cheap tactics. Pillar 4. She is loyal to masculine presence, not to emotional dumping. Vulnerability is strength, but there is a vast, crucial difference between vulnerability and victimhood. Vulnerability is sharing a fear while facing it. Victimhood is dumping your fear on her to solve. When you share every insecurity too soon, when you turn her into your emotional auditor or therapist, you destroy the masculine-feminine polarity. You make her the manager of your emotional state. The moment she feels like your mother or your therapist, the romantic partner disappears. The deep work. Masculine energy is directed, decisive, and contained. It is not cold. It is clear. It holds space for emotion without being consumed by it. Process your primary emotions with your brotherhood, your therapist, your journal. Bring her a refined, processed version. I faced a challenge today. Here's what I learned. Not, the world is against me. Tell me I'm okay. She longs for a man who can hold the complexities of life, including his own emotions, without handing her the reins to his soul. The culmination of this work is not a set of techniques to get a woman. It is the creation of a man who is complete unto himself. The ultimate paradox is this: The man who needs a woman the least is the man a woman needs the most. When you are driven by your purpose, grounded in your values, and secure in your self-worth, you do not chase, you attract. You do not plead for commitment. Your presence inspires it. You do not buy loyalty with favors. You command it with character. Your love becomes a choice, not a demand. An overflowing cup, not an empty hand, begging to be filled. She is not loyal to the servant who did the most chores. She is loyal to the king who built the kingdom. The king who provides safety, inspires with his vision, upholds law with fairness, and faces storms with courage. In his presence, she feels she can be her most authentic, feminine, powerful self. That feeling is what she will move mountains to protect. This is the core Stoic imperative. Focus on what is within your control, your character, your actions, your responses, her feelings, her actions, her loyalty. These are externals. They are not yours to control. But when you master the internals, you become the most potent influence on those externals. This path is not easy. It asks you to demolish the old needy identity and build a new one from the foundation up. It asks for radical self-honesty, relentless discipline, and the courage to stand alone before you can stand together. But it is the only path that leads to a love that is not based on fear and lack, but on freedom and mutual reverence. Stop auditing your worth by what you did for her yesterday. Start building it by who you choose to become today. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, awaits. The journey to becoming an unshakable man begins with a single, deliberate step. Take it.